I think the worst part wasn't what he did. It was the relief I felt when it finally happened. I've never admitted that out loud before. Not to my friends, not to my family, and definitely not to him. For a long time, I told myself I was just tired. That relationships go through phases. That love isn't always loud or exciting. Sometimes it's just quiet. But deep down, I think I knew the truth long before everything fell apart. I just didn't want to be the one to end it. We'd been together for a while, long enough that people had expectations, long enough that our lives were tangled in ways that made leaving feel dramatic, unnecessary, selfish. He wasn't a bad partner. That's what made it harder. He was consistent, present, safe. And I stayed because of that. Not because I was happy, but because nothing was wrong enough to justify walking away. At least, not in a way I could explain without sounding cruel. Somewhere along the line, I stopped trying. I didn't notice it at first. It showed up in small ways. Not correcting him anymore, not arguing when I disagreed, not feeling jealous when other people showed interest in him. I told myself it was maturity, but it wasn't. It was indifference wearing a calm mask. I started realizing I was waiting for something to go wrong, waiting for a mistake big enough that I wouldn't have to explain my feelings, or the lack of them. And that realization scared me. I hated myself for thinking like that, because who waits for someone they claim to love to mess up? I'd look at him sometimes and feel this heavy knot in my chest. Not love, not anger, just guilt. Guilt for staying, guilt for lying, guilt for letting him plan a future I wasn't emotionally present for. Still, I didn't leave. I kept telling myself I just needed time. And then one day, he did it. It wasn't dramatic, no shouting, no public scene, just a mistake, one that crossed a line. When he told me, he looked scared, apologetic, like he already knew what this meant, and all I could think was, finally. That thought hit me before the anger did, before the hurt, before the tears. Relief came first. I cried later, of course I did, but even then, part of me knew I wasn't crying because I lost him. I was crying because I no longer had to pretend. I left shortly after, and everyone understood. They were supportive. They told me I deserved better, that I was strong for walking away. No one asked if I had already been gone long before that moment. Sometimes I wonder if I would have stayed forever if he hadn't given me that reason, if I would have slowly disappeared inside a relationship that looked fine from the outside. I don't know which version of me scares me more, the one who waited, or the one who felt relieved when it finally ended.